Hey, it's Sasha Evdokov, and welcome to BackstageIncome.com, where I share with you how money is made behind the scenes in your business and also your life. Now, this week, what I'd like to share with you is 4 different types of business opportunities that you can create online, and they're the core foundational types of businesses that you can create. So if you're just getting started into looking to create and get your business going online, let me share with you the main or primary types of businesses that you can create online, and maybe it'll get your brain thinking about some other ideas and aspects of businesses that you can create or what area you really want to be in. Now, keep in mind when we talk about these 4 different types of businesses, there are hybrids or in-between types of businesses. So I don't want to fully categorize the business into one area or another area or a third area. My goal is to get you thinking about, okay, so this is one type of business, but let's look at this type of business and maybe create a hybrid between that, because that's where innovation really takes place. So use these 4 types of businesses as a primary foundational starting point, but that doesn't mean you can't transform or eventually evolve your business to another area or another level. So if we look at the 4 types of businesses that you can start online or at least get some online exposure, we'll take a look at it in a spectrum format. And a spectrum is really aligned with 2 extreme points. Now, on one end, you may have something that's a little bit more digital-oriented business or very digital-oriented. And on the other end, you may have a physical-based business, something like a brick and mortar. If we're looking on the digital end of the spectrum, then you're probably looking at something like building blog-based businesses, selling website templates, audio files. You're looking to sell and write your own ebooks. So you're looking at this end of the spectrum. Now, income is generated from that based on either sponsorships or the sale of your digital products, but you really don't have physical products available. You could also get advertising revenue and things like that, but really your whole focus is digital-based goods. It's all intangible. The physical location is probably also not as big. You might be working out of your own home, a home office, or a little space that you might be renting, or it could be a bigger space that you're renting. But nevertheless, the presence is more digital. The primary residence where people are actually connecting with you is through your website. So your website becomes more of the real estate or the space where your customers are connecting with you from. Now, as we start moving over from the digital goods side to a little bit more of the physical side, you start getting into more of a service-based business, but with a huge online presence. So this could be in terms of doing logo design or development and creation for physical businesses. It could also be somebody who does accounting work or tax preparation services for their customers. You could also do window cleaning or carpet cleaning. So there's a lot of different service type businesses that really have an online presence and acquire a lot of their customers through the internet, but then actually still have a physical service that they perform for their customers. So that would be the next type of business that you can create online. As you start moving more over, the next stage would be more of an e-commerce or a product-based business, but your focus or a lot of your traffic still comes through the internet. Now, you've probably heard of the online retailer Amazon, which distributes a lot of physical products. Now, yes, they also sell a lot of intangible digital products as well, but a large portion of their sales comes from physical goods. And they typically don't have a physical presence in terms of going into the store and conducting your shopping experience. Everything is done online. Now, yes, they do have physical warehouses and office space and buildings and things like that, but you personally as a consumer can't go into the Amazon store. There's no physical store that you can go in and choose what you want and then go ahead and, leave the store, check out, and pay for it. Everything is conducted online, and all the traffic for their customers is online based. So this would be an e-commerce store. And if you heard of stores like Newegg, they also do the same exact thing, which is a computer retailer that sells huge amounts of computer parts and digital goods through their storefront online and then ships it directly to customers. And finally, the 4th and final type of business would be a physical presence. They call them e-tailers, but I look at it as more of a brick and mortar business that has some online presence. So this would be something like a personal mom and pop store that has some exposure online, showing their most recent product, showing the sales specials. Think of the grocery store that has an online website. So even though they have an online website, most people do not order their groceries online, at least not yet. Of course, things are slowly changing with delivery methods, but you go to the website and you look for deals and specials, but you conduct the business in a physical present environment. So if you're setting up a little shop or something like that, that's a brick and mortar store, then that would be a fourth type of business that you can kind of create online and have that online presence. But I would say that that's less in terms of online business and more in terms of online advertising. However, it's still another type of business that you can create online and gain some online exposure, where some people may actually do decide to purchase some of those products online if you can go ahead and distribute them in some sort of way or fashion. So basically, those are the four types of businesses that you can create if you're just getting started and if you're just brainstorming about creating an online business. You could go ahead and create something very digital, very virtual, focused in everything online. Then you can move into something more of a providing a service. And finally get into really huge e-commerce storefront where you're shipping a lot of goods and physical products. And finally, if you're sticking it out all the way in the physical world, then you can go ahead and have your brick and mortar store and just have online exposure. Now keep in mind there's hybrids between these different types of businesses that you can create, similar to what Amazon's done. Even though they sell and ship a lot of physical products, they also now sell a lot of Kindle books and a lot of digital video products and movies and things like that. So there's a lot of different kinds of things that you can create in terms of hybrids between the different online businesses. But looking at the different foundational types of businesses, maybe it gives you some insight, maybe it gives you some ideas to what type of area you want to focus or concentrate more of your energy on. For example, having a physical presence really would require you to be location bound, whereas if you have more of a digital type of business, you may be more location flexible to travel, to do other things and whatnot. So totally up to you which area you want to get into, but you'll have to look at the pros and cons and see what is going to be more beneficial to your situation and your circumstance. Thanks for joining me in this video. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more business training videos like this one, click this link, and when you get there, you can enter your name and email address, and I'll send you some of the free mini video courses about business and income strategies as they are released. Now, if you want to stick around on YouTube, feel free to click some of the thumbnails right below this video, and we'll continue learning together. I'm Sasha Evdokov, and thanks for joining me. And remember to do what you love, contribute to others, but most importantly, live life abundantly. I'll see you next time.